Hey guys, this is Bennma and welcome back to Narcissu. God damn, it has been such a long time. Anyway, let's continue. Suddenly, it started raining. There's no sound. Okay. As if it had forgotten how to stop, rain spilled from the cold January sky. Looking from inside the car, countless raindrops on the windshield. One by one, they would grow too big to stick. A number would gather, overflow, and turn into a riverland. Then, while flowing down, they would involve other rivulets and flow even more. The two of us just sat gazing at the sort of rain from inside the car. In some parking lot somewhere, a lonely place in the mountains. Having finished shopping at a convenience store, we were spending the night. On the menu for each of us, 2 onigiri, 500 of what? Pokari, and half an order of fries. Okay, it's Japanese word, I don't need to care about. Anyway, it's been a while since having this stuff, eh? With one hand holding the convenience store nigiri. Do they mean onigiri? Is that like the rice thing? I don't know. The girl murmured. Thinking about it normally, it wasn't all that splendid, but we compared to the food on the 7th floor, it was good enough. And then, when both of us reached out towards the fries, suddenly the girl's hand stopped. Aww. Is something wrong? While answering, her line of sight turned towards the wildly fogged windshield. Wait, I need to... There, by the roadside, a number of white flowers could be seen. White flowers soaked by the rain. I didn't know whether they were planted by someone, or were they naturally, but those flowers seemed familiar. Those were Narcissus? Narcissus. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't... Okay. Ah, those were... daffodils? I didn't know too much about plants and all, but daffodils... I at least heard the name before. And also I recall that even though the girl would normally speak only rarely, she would uncharacteristically join in a conversation on this topic. That's why I went along and continued to speak. And I guess these are also different from those two. They're quite rare things then, aren't they? Everywhere? Like where? For me, it wasn't like I put very much meaning in the statement. It was intended simply, from the flow of conversation, as a natural question. And yet, she thought for a moment, then slowly opened her mouth. West? Hey, wait, Awajishima, you mean? Just how far away do you think this is from here? For someone who had only just started driving like me, I couldn't even make a guess. Most likely it was easily around 700 kilometers. God damn. And even using the expressway, I couldn't even begin to estimate the time it would take. First thing, considering our funds, it certainly didn't seem enough. Even if we stayed off the expressways and used the smaller roads, the cost of gasoline itself was ominous. Look, don't say unreasonable things now. There's no way we could go to such a place, right?
誰が行きたいなんて言ったの？
Oh. Eh?
問われたから答えただけ。
With just that answer, the girl once again gazed beyond the windshield at the flowers. The glass inside the car, cold from the rain, was fogged white. She cast her gaze beyond even that. It wasn't as if I wanted to go there also. However, it also wasn't as if we had another place to go. Oh, we finished chapter 2. Chapter 3 we go, maps.
時間の止まった私。
Only increasing my knowledge, simply increasing the number of meaningless values, simply desiring only information from the television screen. Eventually, the wheel grew faded, turned hollow.
でも、地図を見るのは好きだった。
Cars, trains, things that would take me places. I liked them. Spreading maps upon the narrow bed. Tracing road after road, tracing sedans, cobs, convertibles. I also rode on many different kind of cars. That ever-continuing road one, I ran on and on upon it. Indigo blue sky and beautiful shoreline. I ran all the way to the places painted in my dreams. Gently going around the curve traced by a cape under the burning sunlight, dashing to the brilliant white beach. If I just closed my eyes, I could go anywhere. Scenery that I had never seen before would flow before me as I thought about lands that I would never be able to go.
無意味にただ知識だけを増やした。虚しく憧れだけ募らせた。
A sky where the rain had lit up, flowing by at an amazing speed, high clouds. From the ground, the still damp asphalt gave a unique sha noise. Within all that, as always, we continued driving on. Without a destination, simply just driving on. It wasn't like we were headed to that Awajishima we had spoke about last night, For one thing, as a problem before that, we probably didn't have the gasoline money. While pondering about that, I continued driving straight along the unknown road. But where was where was this, I wonder? Suddenly, I wound up thinking about it. From the start, I wasn't all that good with geography, but all the place names were ones I had never seen before. I had been I had been planning on driving onwards in any case, but with the navigation system dead, I knew even less. Before I knew it, I was peering at the signs in the area while I drove. I don't really know.
何？
No, just wondering where this is. The girl spoke to me when I looked around, and I lightly replied, well, most likely, even if I asked her, she wouldn't have known probably.
入間よ。埼玉県。
Oh. Eh?
次の交差点を右に行けば16号線。八王子へ出るわ。
Oh, right. That's because she said she likes maps and all that stuff. Right. You know? Did you live here before?
別にそんなんじゃないわよ。
That was a surprise. Not instead of surprising. No, instead of surprising. Why she knew so much was mysterious. No matter how we looked, she didn't seem the type to get in a car and go around. Yeah, because she likes maps, not... Well, she said that she likes anything that can take her anywhere, so... I don't know. Then maybe... From here to that place, Awajishima. You know the way?
質問の意味がわからない。
Well, you see, without getting on the expressway, we might be able to get there using only the smaller roads, right? Look, the gasoline costs. Our money might be enough after all.
あなた行きたいの？
No, it's not like I meant that, but
じゃあ聞かないで。
sorry. Good God. With those final words, the girl once again fell silent. In her usual cold way, she remained staring out the window. I had the feeling that what those eyes were looking at was not the scenery flowing by before her, but much farther place. Those words don't ask from before. Just what did they mean, I wonder? If I had answered that I planned on going, what would she have answered? Without a destination, we simply traveled. From the start, we hadn't any plans or schedules. Simply, we just hated both the 7th floor and our shallow homes. But for me, at least, just for me, it didn't matter what. I probably wanted something to give me direction. It's cold, isn't it?
そうね。
Some peach I didn't know the name of when I noticed we were headed out towards the sea. I had intended to head west, but it seemed at some point I wound up heading south. a beach with a pitch black sky and a strongly blowing cold wind. The two of us left the car and stood gazing at the dark sea. As always, the girl looked far away with a downcast stare at where the black sky and sea merged at the horizon. And then, after watching the sea for a while, slowly she began walking to the water's edge.
どうなると思う？
I don't understand the meaning of your question.
楽に死ねると思う。このまま海に入っていくと。
Oh God, no, 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 no. Her back was still turned to me, words as she continued to walk to the water's edge. The third time was the last. There is no fourth. Probably it would come to picking between the 7th floor and home. It seemed no one has escaped that. Those were words that girl had once passed to me. And the girl was in her second. Had said that she wanted neither home nor the 7th floor. Already, it was after she had passed it to me. Already, her task was over. That was why I thought it meant that. Who knows? I've never drowned before.
じゃあもしも今私が海に入っていったならあなた止める？
Yes, I will. Please give me a choice. While speaking, she turned around and looked at my face, placing the moon floating in the pitch black sky to her back. The gaze that was always looking at some faraway place was looking straight at me. I don't know, not until that time.
そうよね。
And then, turning her back to me, once again facing the sea, she slowly started walking. Hey, you.
何？
Is it that you want me to stop you? At my words, the girl stopped just a few steps before breaking waves. The strong wind misted up the spray from the waves, striking her feet. If you want me to stop you, I'll stop you.
別にそんなんじゃないわよ。
Then I don't have to stop you, right? For that question, there was no reply. However, the feet that stopped did not go further. That was why I thought that was her reply. A high, high sky that could only be found in winter stayed hard, twinkly blue with a strong wind that whistled across the elevated rail line, reflecting that blue sky was the metallic hood of the running silver cope. I was gripping. Oh God, Ugh. I was gripping at the street wheel and the girl sat in her usual way in the passenger seat. Where this was, I didn't know, but as a moral wheel problem, in moments we were going to run out of gasoline. From the start, we hadn't had that much money, but from purchases at convenience store, our remaining funds were even less now. Now there was only 7,000 yen. Okay, I had enough. So thank you guys for watching till the end, and I will see you next time. Bye. Since the jeans were too long, the legs were rolled up a number of times, while the top sweatshirt wasn't the same way folded over. Oh,
パジャマのままの方が良かった。
so cute.